Hi everyone, the last Shoegazer here, back with another installment of About Last Nightmare, the collaborative movie review series that I'm doing with my great friend Jason from Horrific Nightmares JM. And as always, he takes care of part one and talks about some fun facts of the filming of whatever movie we're watching from week to week, and gives some cool information about the director and some other releases from them, or the cast and crew, all that fun stuff. And I take care of part two, which you guys are watching right now. So, make sure you do hop over and check out Jason's part one. But what I usually talk about, if you haven't seen our series before, is the overall vibe, our rating of the film, kind of the atmosphere and what you can expect out of the setting, and just kind of the overall takeaway feel of it. The movie we watched last night, guys, was Subspecies. This was my first experience with this franchise. I recently got started with this and picked up the first three, which we are going to be working through, in this series for the next couple of weeks. So you can expect that. And this was, obviously not Jason's first watch, as it's one of his, within his top 5 favorite horror films of all time. So I'm going to just come right out and say it, guys. We gave this a score of 9.5 out of 10. I was kind of thinking closer to 9, but he gave a firm 9.5, and I can understand that, and I'm right there with him. So we both, together liked this movie that much, and we both have a lot of great things to say about it. So if you haven't seen this before, it is a full moon release, so bear that in mind, that it does have some of those typical full moon elements, a little bit of cheesiness at times, mixed with some darkness, a lot of atmosphere. The minion subspecies there that are carrying the girl, they definitely made me think a lot about the way that the puppets moved in Puppet Masters, sort of that stop motion kind of jittery movements. But they play a really cool role in this, and Jason really he's a fan of those. I really enjoyed that as well. But I'll tell you what, more than anything, guys, Radu there in the center, he's our main vampire in this series. Really, really creepy. Those spindly, wild-looking fingers that I couldn't help but think of Nosferatu whenever I saw that. But more than anything, his facial expressions, his rage and the intensity that he just wears on his face. Whether he's getting ready to sink his teeth into one of the girls here, who are studying the folklore of the area there in Romania, which, by the way, this is all shot on location, not only in a town in Romania, but a real castle in the Carpathian Mountains, which completely adds to the draw of this movie and the overall experience, because you're actually in real places. It's not just created on some backstage of a studio somewhere. Really adds to the overall lore of this series. So props to the production team for making that choice to have it be filmed on location where it's set in the actual movie. So that was really cool. But yeah, a lot of darkness. I wouldn't say it's gothic. It does not give that same or similar feel of like Interview with the Vampire or Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Those are two of my favorite vampire films. Nosferatu being my favorite vampire. His presence alone is completely unnerving. He doesn't even have to do anything. He can just stand in a doorway and I get chills. But Radu here, he really impressed me, as a really creepy intense vampire, and just really great, intense, over-the-top acting, done really tastefully. You know, whether it's him kind of overthrowing his father, the king, and bringing him to an end, or trying to, you know, put his brother in his place, and you know, keep him from messing things up for him and his plan to kind of reign in the castle there, as the new king. But yeah, guys, this is just awesome. Just a lot of really creepy atmospheric shots, whether that's in the interior of the defense hallway, where, you know, he's lurking, getting ready to take a bite into, you know, one of the girls who are staying, you know, in the quarters there, as they're studying the folklore and all that good stuff. Just really, really visually stunning experience. I was really happy with the Blu-ray transfer. You know, it still looks like an older film. You know, 1990, you're going to get some grainy stuff. But I thought the transfer looked really nice. A lot of really, really beautiful outside shots near the castle. But just tons of atmospheric experiences, you know, as they're running through the woods, and a lot of different light sources in the forest there, and you know, on the hillsides, and within the castle. Just really, really an amazing experience for a vampire film. So yeah, guys, this is just really special. Subspecies. I'm really glad. You know, I had a really great first experience with this. I would highly recommend it to all of you if you haven't seen this before. If you have, you know, share your thoughts with us. As I said, it's one of Jason's favorites. You know, it's right up there with one of my favorite vampire films. I'm still a sucker for, you know, Gary Oldman, his portrayal of Dracula, and, you know, like I said, Nosferatu, and, you know, Interview with a Vampire always holds a special nostalgic place in my heart. But yeah, Subspecies, really, really great. Awesome full moon release. Get ready for more from this franchise over the next couple of weeks. Check out Jason's Part 1. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great one.